to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
I do think that works, Shiffy and everyone. Welcome again to the Heart of Influence, a shared experience that creates partnerships. And Shiffy, shall we do some introductions?
Yes.
Let's do it. From Greater Charlottesville area, founder of an agency specializing in creating high-performing client acquisition systems for business owners, ensuring they can focus on delivering value to aligned clients, expertise in refining processes and creating repeatable, consistent systems that enable clients to generate 50 to 100K in additional monthly income revenue, passionate about simplifying complex business challenges and helping clients scale through smart, actionable systems that integrate seamlessly with their vision. Let's welcome to the show, Rebecca Korn.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, quite the impressive background. Sounds like you are definitely helping some clients. So welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Rebecca, as I said in the green room, we kick this off with a fun fact. It's a headline fun fact, not a story, something cool you've done, something you're proud of, but something, Rebecca, that would make us go, Rebecca, no way. So Rebecca, what is your fun fact?
I was a professional ballerina and also have flat feet. So anything is possible.
Wow, that is definitely not normal. Is that what I'm hearing, Rebecca?
Yes.
That is amazing. We have a flat-footed ballerina in the house. That is an excellent fun fact, Rebecca. And are you ready to have some fun?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it. Next up, from Staten Island, New York, 20 years on Wall Street, stewarding $1 billion portfolio at one of the largest investment firms in the world before walking away to serve humanity full-time. 30 plus years as a pastor, chaplain, guiding souls through crisis, faith, and legacy. 25 years leading a nonprofit, moving hundreds of thousands in donations, while providing emergency management to underdeserved communities and to everyone in need. Let's welcome to the show, Reverend Daniel Delgado. All right, Rev, what is your fun fact?
So I once served as private security for a well-known artist, and it both in music and in movies, among the many things I've done.
Are we allowed to know who this person was that you did private security for? Is it so private it needs to stay private?
No, absolutely you can. Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez. Now, how did she treat you? Because Jennifer Lopez was a client of mine back in the day when I worked at the Hard Rock. She wasn't always so nice. Well, was your experience different?
It was because my job was to be invisible and just protect her in her private home up in the way up out there in Long Island, far
Way up
away.
wherever it is. That is
Yeah, Hamptons, the Hamptons,
in the
her private home in the Hamptons. Yeah, no, I didn't have a problem with her. Got to talk to her a couple times, and yeah, but my job was to be invisible, just to protect the area, so I didn't have to interact with her much.
I will tell you, back in those days, Jennifer was not too thrilled when when her boyfriend Ben Affleck was throwing around $5,000 tips to the cocktail waitress. That didn't make her too happy.
I'm pretty sure that did it.
Yeah, that is awesome. Well, welcome, Reverend Daniel, to the Heart of Influence. Are you ready to have some fun?
Oh, absolutely. Looking forward to this. Come on,
let's do it. You seem like a fun guy. Let's go for it. Next up, from the great state of New Jersey, veteran advisor specializing in retirement education funding, protecting strategies, and estate basics for family and small firms. Leading lender builder who recruits, mentors, and licenses new professionals while opening growth markets through employer partnerships. Advocate for practical money habits, offering complimentary wellness workshops to turn complexity into confident action. Let's welcome to the show, Sol Casadio.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Sol, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And what is your fun fact? Saul, right? I'm saying that correctly?
It's Saul. It's Raul with an S in Spanish. In English, it's Saul. So I respond to either or.
Okay.
So, fun fact, I'll actually give you two. One is I'm an identical twin. And then the second is I met my wife through a blind date. And here we are 25 years later, still together.
That is awesome. Sol, welcome to the Heart of Influence. I thought you were going to say like you were a twin, like married to a twin. Like that would be fun and cool.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. And are you and your twin, like, can you feel each other and like sense each other and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, growing up, we had more of that connection. It's been about 15 years that he moved to Virginia Beach. So I guess the distance doesn't allow that anymore. But growing up, we definitely had a really tight connection where we can almost get to that point where we can feel each other's emotions.
Wow, that is incredible. Well, Sol, welcome to the Heart of Influence. Are you ready to have some fun?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Let's go. Next up, from Edmonds, Washington, spent 25 years inside national hair care giants, leading HR through complex mergers, M&A chaos, and culture overhauls across 5,000 employee ecosystems. Now sought after advisor to CEOs of mission-driven mid-sized companies, guiding them to elevate people strategy, engagement, and execution, builds agile, aligned organizations by transforming HR from reactive function into strategic growth acceleration. Let's welcome to the show, Liberty Stansberry. Thank you. Shar was like, wait, this is not me. Why am I on the screen? We got a little bit ahead of ourselves, so sorry about that. But hello, Liberty. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Liberty, what is your fun fact?
Well, my fun fact is that I was on a live-aboard, a scuba diving boat and on the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. And my husband got attacked by a fish, a beautiful fish. And when we got back to the boat to get him some first aid, we learned that the captain of the boat had also captained the ship that lost the couple that led to the movie Open Water, if you can follow that. And that movie does not have a great ending, and we were kind of stranded on this boat for about 3 nights with this kind of notorious captain.
Oh my goodness, the Liberty. I've seen that movie. Sean and I are avid scuba divers. And one of his bucket list things is to be on a liveaboard. But I didn't even know that that captain, like, because I had read that they shut the company down or whatever. So I guess he started a new company.
Maybe.
Wow, that is crazy insane. We're got to remember to tell Sean that. So have you ever gone on a liveaboard since?
I've not had the opportunity, but I would. It didn't scare me, honestly. If you're a scuba diver, you know you're taking risks anyway, so it
That
just
is true.
added
That is
to
true.
the
And
excitement.
do you know what kind of fish was that attacked your husband?
It was a triggerfish. That's a beautiful periwinkle and yellow tropical fish. We were a little too close to the nest, apparently.
That is wild. We are definitely gonna have to tell Sean. I can't remember if I saw that with Sean or not, but we are definitely gonna have to tell that fun fact to Sean. And Liberty, are you ready to have some fun?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Next up, now it's Char's turn. From Brooklyn, New York, an HR exec for 20 years, founding an HR firm 7 years ago that expanded with training and development for small business and global organizations alike, supporting companies through coaching-based learning, deep emotional resonance, and enterprise-level HR innovation, a trauma survivor, best-selling author, and Forbes Council contributor, guiding giants like Microsoft and Google to evolve through people-first strategy. Let's welcome to the show, Char Newell. Hello, Char. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Char, your fun fact, please.
My fun fact is I am a grandma to a 3-year-old beautiful grandson now. So yes, I tipped over into that new category, new title of being a grandma. No one ever believes me when I say that.
No, you must have started having children at 5. That is impressive, Char. And is it a granddaughter or a grandson?
Grandson, Kenzo. His name is Kenzo, and it changed my life. So amazing. And it is a different love now. I get it. I used to hear my mom say that, but now I understand what really happens to you. Completely different.
That is awesome. I once read a license plate, Char, that said grandchildren are God's gift for not killing your own children. I unfortunately don't have either. I missed that opportunity, but I do hear grandma life is pretty great. So
it is fantastic. Yeah.
I am so glad that you are enjoying. And Char, are you ready to have some fun?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. And next up, I think we're introducing our guest of honor. Coming from Staten Island, New York, engineers operational freedom for small businesses by collapsing inefficiency, scaling structure, and unlocking sustainable growth. Community builder, empowering entrepreneurs to rise in their leadership and build cultures of excellence. Dynamic public speaker, speaking about her struggles with postpartum depression, building 2 businesses while raising 2 kids as a single mom. Let's welcome to her show, Shippy Loco. Hello, Shippy. Welcome to your Heart of Influence. And Shippy, what is your fun fact?
Thank you. My fun fact is that during COVID, when the schools were closed, my kids and I would play dolls for extraordinarily big amounts of time. And instead of ripping each other's hairs out, we turned it into a business. That was my first business. It was a doll manufacturing business. They were home from school. I was a teacher, so my work was gone too. And that's what we did.
Wow, that is super fun. And are the dolls still on shelves today?
No, I sold that business, but yeah.
Good
That
for
was during
you.
COVID.
That is awesome, Shippy. Well, are you ready to have some fun on your Heart of Influence?
Of course, yes.
All right, let's do it. And I will introduce myself. My name is Bella Verita, co-host of the Heart of Influence. I've co-hosted more than 1,800 episodes of this very show with more than 8,000 guests. I started selling crafts on my front lawn as an 8-year-old. Team, can we? Yeah. started selling crafts as an 8-year-old on my parents' front lawn. And I had an incredible business model because my parents would take me to Michael's and buy all the supplies. And then I would sell my crafts and be able to keep all the profits. Not quite how business works today, but it was a super fun business then. But I did take that and went into network marketing. I started in network marketing at 18. By the time I was 19 years old, I was a top income earner in that company doing trainings all over the country. When that company closed down, went into commercial real estate. I was the #1 business broker in the state, the first woman ever and the youngest woman ever to do so in the state of Nevada, and went into sales training, trained some of the major hotels and casinos in Las Vegas. In 2019, every company that I worked with, I doubled their sales. Now I am partnered in Unblinded and Heart of Influence and get to co-host the show 3 times a day, among some other speaking and stuff inside the Unblinded ecosystem. So that is me, Bella Verita. And my And I'm going to go with the fun fact since we do have a reverend in the house. I was ordained as a pastor this year, but I sold drugs in high school. So my fun fact is I went from drug dealer to God dealer. That is my fun fact for today. So thank you for that. And Shiffy, I know this is your first show, but what we do next is this is the time we show that the participants have the opportunity to go from hello to yes. Typically it's with me, but since my co-host is not here, your first show, Shiffy, you also get to be in the hot seat as the role player. Are you up for this?
Yes, I am.
Might as well jump in. So
Yes.
Shiffy, who would you like to kick this off with? Which one of our participants would you like to kick this off with?
Let's go with Rebecca.
Rebecca. See, Rebecca, I always make the guys go first. Because I think, ladies should get a break, but Shiffy knows you, so she's like, we're gonna throw her.
He's ready for it.
She's ready for it. So Rebecca, Reverend Daniel, what it is that we're doing here is Shiffy will be anyone that you want her to be that you would like to go from hello to yes with. This can be an ideal client. This can be a philanthropic partner you're looking to get a donation from. This could be, somebody that you want to hire that wants to hire you. Any yes that you are seeking in the world that is meaningful to you. It could be Oprah, getting on Oprah's show, whatever it is. Shiffy will play that role. You'll have 3 minutes to go from hello to yes with Shiffy. Now, this isn't like Wolf of Wall Street meets Boiler Room and you're like trying to close the deal. This could be just a yes for a longer meeting, to see if you guys have resonance and you're looking to set that longer meeting. So Rebecca, who would you like Shiffy to be? Just unmute for us because it'll help Shiffy hear you better too.
Yeah, I think let's make her a business owner or a founder, and she has a couple of invisible problems.
So Shiffy, you are a business owner. I think you know this role quite well. You've got some invisible problems, and we're going to see how Rebecca can help you. So Shiffy, we kick this off like you'll say, since you haven't done this before, hello, this is Shiffy, and that is Rebecca's cue to go on with the role play. So Shiffy, are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
All right, let's take it in.
Hi, this is Shiffy.
Hi, Shiffy. My name is Rebecca, and I am a business strategist and creator of something called Reignite. It's a feminine process in which I don't create more complexity, but rather more ease and elegance. Could we chat for a second about your business? Would you be open to that?
I mean, I have 3 minutes before I have to step into something else, so let's go.
Great. So before we talk about systems or scaling, what's a good week look like for you inside of your business right now?
A good week would be where my lead generation system is bringing me at least 20 leads a week. I have my team converting those into longer meetings. And a good week for me, my business is where I'm not working more than 20 hours a week on it.
Beautiful. So let me get clarified on this. At this stage, if you're able to walk away from your business completely, how long are you able to walk away from your business for specifically?
Like take a vacation, you mean?
Take a vacation for as long as you want. What would that be?
It's currently 2 weeks, but I'm putting in the processes to be able to walk away for a month.
Beautiful. What processes are you putting in place?
oversight, the onboarding, how client fulfillment happens, who's responsible for what as we scale up.
Beautiful. Okay, so what I hear right now, and for a lot of like high performing business owners I work with, you've built success by being in it. And now you are scaling to a place where you have peace and profit while also traveling for a more extended period of time. Ideally, how long would you like to travel for?
So I don't even want to travel with that time. I just want to do some awesome stuff like hosting more Hearts of Influences. But I would say 3 months at a time.
Beautiful. Okay, so if you wanted to do whatever you wanted to do while your business continued to run with utmost efficiency, how long is your process for actually scaling that at this stage right now? Where are you at?
Like how long from now I think I'll get there?
Mhm.
Probably in the next 90 days.
Beautiful. Now, if I could cut that in half, what would that be worth to you?
I'm not sure how you would cut it in half and if you would align with what we're doing. So I can't really give an example of how much this would be worth it for me.
Okay. So if I was able to install automations, AI, and client care systems that actually kept the business moving when you're not pushing it, so that you were able to be completely away from your business for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, I don't actually care how long you are away from your business. It could be perpetual. Would that be appealing to you that you were able to move that from a 90-day point to a 45 point, where leads are nurtured automatically, your team knows how to do next, your clients feel completely held, and they're able to check out without having to have human involvement? What would that open up for you personally?
I mean, I would have to see if you can do it better than what my team is doing it.
Okay, touche. So if I was able to do better than what your team is able to do with no time off, no sick days, and no problems, would that be ideal for you?
Yes, but I think we should have a longer conversation first.
Deal. I'm up for that. Let's do that.
Well, I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but I noticed the timer went off. You're on
wait.
mute, Bella.
There we go. Sorry. Absolutely did phenomenal, Shiffy. Great. I can tell that this is not Rebecca's first rodeo. She is definitely sophisticated and masterful going from hello to yes. So we'll get back to the feedbackers in just a moment. But Reverend Daniel, who would you like Shiffy to be?
That's a good question. I'll present the scenario. 25 years come January, and I'm looking to groom my daughters to take over what I've been doing my life's work in the nonprofit world. So Shiffy would be that person that would potentially, that I'm interviewing to potentially help me bring my daughters to that place.
So you want her to play the role of one of your daughters?
No, I want her to actually play the role of the consultant or the person, the Rebecca, who would actually I would like to play the role of Rebecca, who would actually help me get to that place where I can take my daughters. Each of them have their own strengths, and you know, really retire me so I can just continue.
Okay, so Shiffy's going to be the consultant that you're looking to hire.
Excellent. Yes,
All right,
absolutely.
Shiffy,
Does that make
take us
sense?
in. Yep, it does.
All right.
Shiffy, take us in.
Hi, this is Shiffy.
Hey, Shiffy, how are you? Thank you for meeting me.
I'm doing great.
So, if you, as you've seen in our initial conversation, my life's work has been serving community. 25 years in a nonprofit. I've been pretty much a one-man army for many years, managed thousands of volunteers, been able to manage from small scale to large scale emergency management operations. And our biggest forte is being able to bring in-kind donations. Currently in the project to scale up the ability to store those in-kind donations to distribute to distressed communities. Now, what I'm looking for is someone who'll be able to quickly understand what I'm doing and help me to groom my daughters. I have 3 daughters. Each of them have a strength. They're amazing women, each of them. And one I see as a potential CEO, one I see as a potential COO, and one I see as a creative director. Each of them has a piece of me. None of them have it all, at least in my opinion. So,
Great
how
though.
how can you help me in that endeavor? Because I want to be able to walk away. I want to be able to walk away. I'll never really walk away, but I want to be more of a board of director, oversight, emeritus, um, speak, be the face of, travel, do what they want me to do. I want them to be my bosses. That's my goal.
What's your specific ask?
So the specific ask is uh, how would you approach how would you approach um, my daughters actually? Or how would you help me put together what I need to groom my daughters? I guess that would be the best question.
Well, firstly, I'm wondering, are they interested in this? Or is this your
Uh,
hope for them?
that's a great question. Um, and because I don't believe in democracy, I'm joking. They are all interested in it in different capacities. I was going to say this is Cuba and I'm the Castros, but no, that's not the case. I've actually seen them over the years, and I have been monitoring their growth and their so basically, yeah,
Mhm.
I see that each of them would be interested in a piece of the business.
So I think what I'm hearing you say is that you want to hear how I would do this.
Yes,
In 60 seconds, we would first sit and see what you're doing, like what's the how is your for profit running right now? We would then meet with each one of your daughters, see what their strengths, what piece they can take on, what piece maybe none of them have, and maybe some of it you have or has to be delegated elsewhere. And then we can create a proper plan. But first, I would have to hear more.
that's awesome. So I like to our time is running out, so I'd like to reschedule a meeting with you, and so we can discuss this further. Thank you so much.
Sure.
I saw the clock, that's why I kind of
Yes.
Awesome. Great job, Reverend Daniel. Great job, Rebecca. And now we get to the feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Rebecca or Reverend Daniel, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then one word on how they left you feeling, one word on how they left you feeling. So let's kick it off with Shar. Shar, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Rebecca, please?
Rebecca, I love that you had your questions ready to go. It's almost like on autopilot. I was impressed actually how you had it just flowing back to back to back to back to back. Love that. To the point where I was eager to hear, what is it? What is it that you're offering? So that's my feedback, where I wish you had got to your services a little sooner because I actually wanted to hear more. So I was like, okay, stop asking Shiffy. Tell me what it is. I got really excited just hearing you ask the questions, because I'm like, okay, she said yes. She said yes. What's next? So the one word for me is eager. I was just eager to hear more. I wanted to hear so much more.
Eager. I love it. Thank you for that, Shar. And let's go, Soul. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Reverend Daniel, please?
Yeah, so with Reverend Daniel, it was almost like he was gonna give Shiffy a job, right? So I think if he could had just been a little bit more direct with Shiffy and just asked her straight out, hey, would you be open to, helping me groom my daughters? I think we would have gotten to the point where they could have started collaborating, because it was an opportunity for Shiffy. I don't think anybody would turn down money or an opportunity to serve unless if she's so overwhelmed that she wouldn't have been able to support that situation. But I think in this case, I think it would have been a good opportunity to maybe be a little bit direct and get to how they wanted to collaborate so that they can move forward.
And so what is your one word for Reverend Daniel?
Collaboration.
Collaboration. And let's pause the media. Pause the media. Batman has just arrived.
He's coming.
Hello, but he's dressed as John Wayne today. Hello, Batman.
Hello,
Yes.
how are you?
I am wonderful. This is
Shiffy's
Shiffy's Heart of Influence.
in stereo. Listen, everybody, I'm thrilled to be here. I assure you that Shiffy is an absolute rock star, and things that I was just doing in an emergent way are going to be enormously beneficial to Shiffy, including us making plans to have the #1 celebrity speaker booking agency on the planet, with Darren Prince, who's also on Heart of Influence episodes, who is in from California in our office. My apologies, crazy stuff went down, but we're talking about how we are going to deploy a plan that is fully integrous, value creating, and this is all about integrity-based human influence, all about the causing of yes, but it's also about discovering value. Because sometimes people come on the Heart of Influence and they're like, oh wow, like this is super cool. So it's like a sales show? No, it's not a sales show. It's creating yes that, hey, we're gonna have a meeting with celebrity X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and the byproduct of these meetings with these celebrities is gonna be massive integrous influence for charities.
Funny, I just typed that word.
Huge impact everywhere happening. And this is what the show is all about, is how do you create compound influence through the sequencing of not only mastering how to cause yes, but to cause yes that is optimal and massively valuable for everyone. And in final, you don't get into meetings like that because you pitch, you hook, and you close. You get into meetings like that because you're masterful at understanding what the thorn is in the lion's foot and be willing to be the mouse to pull it out. And I'm just going to go all the way here, and Shiffy is a part of it, and she's extraordinary and amazing. But for example, we booked 9 speakers at our Integrous Influence Immersion, and that was to disrupt Darren in a beautiful way of who we really are and we're capable of, and this included, and these are all his talent. This is Ralph Macchio, Charlie Sheen, David Maisel, founder of Marvel Cinematic Universe, along with Darren, Dan Fleischman, who sourced Darren. So we work with these incredible humans, and now we're launching an agency together, right? And so that is not like, hey, I had the same feeling. I felt the same way. You know what I found, Bella Frida, is, here's buy my set of matches, or something, right? And so that's what this is all about in the space. And it's an honor and privilege to be here. And I'm sure Bella's going to put me in the hot seat, and I'm going to have to demo that, and I'll put my money where my mouth is. And that's what she does to me every day. And Shiffy, final, is a growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous human committed to mastery. I don't say that lightly. I don't say it because she's a certification partner. I say it because she crushingly delivers truth to people at a massive level. And this is a human being that you want to know. Now, maybe all you know that already, but if you don't know that already, you want to know this woman. So thank you.
Yes, thank you for that, and it's definitely big work that you're doing. So people like Shiffy can take the stage someday.
1 billion.
Thank you.
I know she's got a message.
Yeah, no, Shiffy, that is the truth.
Yeah, I know it is. That's why I said it.
Yeah, and the reality is, as like Fernando is now speaking on stages all over the place, and others, because we graduate upward, right? And it creates massive opportunity.
I love it. Well, we got 2 more people to give feedback. Now, this next woman, Sean, that I'm going to, I just want you to know her fun fact. Her fun fact was she lived on a liveaboard for 7 days. And where was it? I forget. Liberty? Oh, you're on mute. Great Barrier Reef. That's where it was. Wow. In the Great Barrier Reef. And the captain of the ship was also the captain that the movie Lost at Sea was made of, where the guy that left the 2 people at sea and did not have
water.
Open water. Yes, the movie Open Water.
That was
her captain.
Get out of here, Liberty.
Crazy.
That is, seriously, we've had 9,000 people on the show. Okay, and these are all recorded. So I have said before, hey, that's my new favorite fun fact. That is 100% the #1 favorite fun fact of all time for me now.
And I couldn't remember if we had seen it together. We did watch it
Yes,
together, right?
yes.
Yeah.
And I, in full integrity, you know who I saw Open Water with originally?
Tyler.
Myself.
Oh.
So I went, and I'm blind. I went to a movie theater in New York City. It was playing nowhere. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I had John Kelly drive me to New York City, and I went to see Open Water by myself in a
That
movie
is
theater in New York.
wild.
Yes, that is an unbelievable
Yes.
movie. I've seen it.
Well, Liberty has hung out with that captain. So, Liberty, thank you. And Liberty, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Rebecca?
Sure. I thought Rebecca did a lovely job. It flowed really, really well. She had her questions prepared. You could feel the excitement in her voice and see it, of course, too. But you used the word beautiful multiple times in response to Shippy's answers. And I thought that was just such a nice, complimentary, positive tone to conduct the conversation with. And, it went by quickly. I wish you had more time to talk and explore and hear from you and the solutions that you offer. But my one word would be beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Can I say this, Liberty? And I don't want to script the timing, but I always do anyway. So, Liberty, what, if anything, did the captain have to say about it? And we're super short on time, but was it something like you never spoke of, or he spoke into? Was it like, well,
It
wasn't
was-
that way?
My husband got bit by a triggerfish on our dive, and
Oh, yeah, I left that pattern. Yeah.
we finished the dive because he's tough, and we got back on the boat and asked for a first aid kit because he was bleeding, and a crew member went to go get the kit, and the captain actually said to Matt, "Oh, you got bit by a triggerfish? Oh, that's nothing. I've seen a lady come back with half of her scalp missing." And I was like, whoa. And when the crew member returned, they told us that he was the captain of the open water boat. So his own crew told on him. And I'm glad we survived because that was dive 1, day 1 of a 4-day.
Oh, my. Yeah. So, listen, I'm pretty crazy, but I would definitely have been like, I think we need a new dive captain. We're on a liveaboard, so we're stuck kind of, Liberty. That is unbelievable. How he's still captaining boats.
I know, it's
after
crazy.
That is wild. But okay, thank you.
Well, and I had read online after watching the movie, like the company shut down. So he must have shut that company down and like started a new company.
Yes. Yeah.
So, all right, last but not least, we got Shippy, your 30 seconds of feedback for Reverend Daniel, please.
Yes. So firstly, Reverend Daniel he really explained well what he needs. But he was going into the different aspects and really, he brought in the humor and the emotional rapport really well, but the ask wasn't so clear, meaning like he was asking to hire me, and to make money versus something that would have been harder to get a yes to. So I felt like he was spending too much time on that, and rather than getting to the actual ask, if that makes sense.
Amazing. Yes,
And-
thank you, Shippy.
And your one word for Reverend Daniel.
Intrigued, very intrigued with the fact that he's believes in democracy after all, and wants his daughter to take over.
Very intrigued, love it, Shippy. Reverend Daniel's daughters are going to take over not only business, they're going to take over the world. That is what I'm hearing. So thank you for that, Shippy. And Shippy, this is the time in the show that I have the honor and the privilege of putting my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea. That's why I've been working on my computer over here, looking things up and creating scenarios. So I have 3 scenarios, Shippy, that you get to choose from for Sean to go from hello to yes. He doesn't know any of these. I've been making up as the show's been going on. You can change anything about the scenarios, or if you get so inspired, you can scrap them all together and come up with something much, much harder on your own. Are you ready to hear what I have for today?
Yes.
All right. So, option number 1, J-Lo does support a lot of different charities and things like that. But a lot of women don't actually respect her in the business world and don't think she's really that nice of a person. So I thought option number 1 is Sean could go from hello to yes as J-Lo's agent to convince Kristen at the Women's International Conference, who's dead set against having J-Lo speak, why she should be a speaker at the next conference. So that would be option number one. Option number two is I was really impressed with Shar. I think she's got a great story. I don't know the entire story yet, but 20 years in human resource, trauma, best-selling author. So I thought she was well deserved of a spot on Oprah. So option number two is Sean could role play Shar, going from Hello to Yes with Oprah Winfrey's agent to be on a Soul series with Oprah Winfrey. So that is option number two, Shiffy. And then option number three is I thought we could do a reverse role play of Reverend Daniel and him going from Hello to Yes with the consultant to hire for his daughters. So those are the three options I have for you today, Shiffy. Which one of those would you like to see this guy in?
Two.
Who's playing these? Am I choosing who's playing these or?
Yeah, so you'll choose the role and you'll get to choose who's playing it. So you can choose what scenario and you can choose who Sean goes from Hello to Yes with.
We'll do option two because I want to see if Shar can get to Oprah.
All right. And so would you like Shar to play the role of Oprah?
I wanted to hear Sean play me.
Sean is going to play you, but somebody's going to play Oprah.
Oh, yeah, I want to be Oprah.
Okay, go for it.
So Shar's been HR exec for 20 years and has expanded into training into small, medium-sized businesses. She's a trauma survivor, best-selling author, Forbes Council contributor, and she's guided giants like Microsoft and Google. And anything else, Shar, you would want Sean to know about you and why you should be on Oprah?
Sean, yes, because you missed my fun fact, which I am a young grandma. But it's just the years the trauma that I survive is domestic violence. So I also spend my time when I coach in organizations is we take a coaching approach to everything, a wellness approach. So I'm big on that. So that's key information for you to know. It resonates with Oprah.
All right. And it's to be on Oprah. That's it.
Yep, to be on her Oprah Soul series. To have a Soul series.
Got it. Okay. So, hello, is Miss Winfrey available?
Hi, this is Oprah. How can I help you?
Hey, Miss Winfrey, and how shall I refer to you? I heard you say Oprah. I wouldn't presume to call you that, but how shall I refer to you? This is
Oprah.
Shar. Yeah.
Oprah is absolutely fine.
Well, Oprah, it is an honor. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you?
It is a good time, but I do have some place to be in approximately 2.5 minutes. So
Yes, understood, certainly. And if I could ask you this, with all the people who want to talk to you, everybody wants to get on your show and Soul series. Everybody, Miss Winfrey or Oprah, says they have a great story. What prompted you to even accept this conversation with little old me, Shar, in the first place? I'm very grateful, but why are we even on this call?
one, I love the background. I love the fact that your growth. I love everything that you have accomplished thus far. I'm interested to see, I think my audience will resonate with you and your message. So I'm interested to learn a little bit more.
Thank you, Ms. Winfrey. And is it clear, it seems clear to me, that one of your outcomes is to create as much impact in the world as possible and do good? Anything else I'm missing? I've read your books, I've heard you speak, but anything you'd want me to know about why you continue to do what you do? Because I'm not here to pitch you, I'm here to amplify and support and serve you, Oprah. So please.
I am definitely interested. If you know, I'm pretty sure you are familiar with a lot of my series, the work that I do. So I'm interested to know how your background connects with all the things that I'm trying to accomplish in changing lives, touching lives. Give me a little bit of that information and how it will resonate with my audience.
So absolutely. So Oprah, thank you. As you know, my name is Shar, and my life journey has been interesting. I'm a very young grandma, and I've had a lot of trauma in my life, as I believe you've read my bio. But a lot of people do, right? So I'm not the only person with trauma. I'm not the only person that's overcome that trauma. I'm incredibly proud that I've come from a place of trauma, generational dynamics, for sure, that were really challenging. And I've gotten all the place of training people at places like Google that receive me. I've become a best-selling author. I'm a contributor at Forbes. So all these things are really beautiful. But in truth, Oprah, I don't think that bio checks all the boxes that, or there's anybody that would check boxes enough to be on the Soul series. I think it's got to be more. So I checked the basic boxes, right? Great story, hero's journey, all of it, trauma, but also my delivery to people has been rated the highest of many of the places I've spoken. So it's not just the story, it's how you deliver the story, how people connect and resonate. And that's another box check. But still, Oprah, I think that only puts me into like sort of this gambling, bin of who gets to your stage. What I want to say in final is not only do I have the story, not only do I have the credentials and pedigree and delivery, in the world and scores and ratings, all of which is in my bio that we've sent to your team, but also I think I could be incredibly beneficial as we build a relationship in helping amplify your mission, raise more money for charity. Oh, well, how would that work? Because someone that is friends with a mutual friend of yours, Tony Robbins, is this guy named Sean Callaghy. I recently met Shiffy on a show of hers, and he's created incredibly, profoundly different dynamics in charitable fundraising. So if I had the blessing and privilege of being in your world, I believe with your charitable fundraising team, I can introduce Sean Callaghy and his team. You can check his credentials with Tony Robbins and some other really amazing human beings in the world, that we can help support your charity. And Mr. Callaghy is a philanthropist, so I come bearing gifts, Oprah. So not only do I have the story, not only have the background, but I also have the ability, I believe, to expand your charitable mission and impact mission overall. So I've said a lot, Oprah. I know we're at time. So how would it resonate with you or not to have me on Soul Series, or to have a longer conversation with you, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, where I can go into a little bit more detail how some of this could work out? Please, Oprah, and thank you again.
Shar, I have to say this. I did read your book, The Yellow Weed, How to Recognize and Embrace the Process Before the Blessings. That was the main reason why I did accept this call. I think that everything that I heard from you, I wanted to make sure that you were going to be that person that I felt when I read your book, and you absolutely nailed it. I think that that book resonates with a lot of my audience. I also believe that you use that as your guiding light in life. I love your motto in terms of living and surviving is more than living and surviving is not just a thing. I think you should be living and not just surviving. And what I heard from you today sounds as if you're exactly what I need. Also, the work that you've done in organizations, how you've transformed your business from a small business to now dealing with giants such as Microsoft. You started out as a one-woman show. I think all of that speaks to your resilience, your perseverance, and I would love to have you as part of the Soul Series. So I look forward to the next steps and connecting with you. I will connect you with my people.
Thank you. So,
Thank you.
Oprah, thank you. Have a blessed day, and I'll
You
speak to your team. And I so look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Out of roll. So, Shar, thank you. You did a wonderful Oprah. And by the way, Shar, your story is inspiring. I feel the energy, the heart. I mean this sincerely. I don't need to know a ton about people, but to know that you've got yourself into working with some of the tech giants of the world in the way, in the space you do, is an incredible, preposterous accomplishment. To make it through all the layers of bureaucracy and insanity, to do that from the bottom of my heart, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so, and how'd I do as you?
You
And how
did
was your-
great. I was like, for you to just have that little bit of information, that's why I was interested to see how are you going to take that little piece of information and turn it into something. So I am going to take some of your pointers the next time I'm talking about myself.
Amazing. Thank you. And how was your time today, Shar, on Shiffy's Heart of Influence?
Thank you, Shifty. Shiffy, this was amazing. Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Thank you. Really great job, Shar. And Bella Vrita, we have some other extraordinary folks.
We do have some other extraordinary folks. I'm going to kick it off with Rebecca, who kicked off in the participant seat because Shiffy made the woman go first. And I usually make the man go first if it's a man-woman dynamic. So I'm going to give her the first opportunity to share how her time was with us on the Heart of Influence. Rebecca, and any takeaways?
What a blast this was. I think it was such a developed but insightful process, and really enjoyed the outside the box type of approach. I think it really has so much of a just connectivity experience, but also really elegant experience. Thanks to our lovely host, Bella. Thank you so much for creating just a really welcoming experience overall. So it was a pleasure to be a part of this.
I think I did okay without you.
You don't need me. I told you this.
I always
I'm
need
gonna get
you.
fired, Rebecca.
I'm
yes.
sorry.
I know it's amazing. So thank you, Boss Bella. No, Rebecca, beautiful job today, and thank you for bringing your energy. It's clearly resonant, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for
And how
having
about
me.
we go to the woman that survived, that was not lost at sea?
Yeah.
Let's go, Liberty. Thank you for being here. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was so much fun. I want to thank Shiffy for bringing this opportunity to me. And I can think of a lot of things I could be doing that are not nearly as fun during my work day than being here. So appreciate the camaraderie and the stories and meeting these fantastic people.
Liberty, most importantly, just let us know that live aboard company, because we're never going with that. Never going with that. So thank you for that, Liberty. Outstanding. I'm very happy that it was only a triggerfish bite and you made it home alive, and they actually didn't leave you at sea. So thank you.
Yes. That is definitely a good thing. Thank you, Liberty. Let's go to our other participants. His daughter's going to take over the world someday. Daughters. Reverend Daniel, thank you for being here. Fantastic job in the participant seat. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Time well spent. Time is the only thing I teach that you cannot recreate. You can make money, blow money, throw money away and make it again, but time you can. And so anytime someone carves out time for you, I greatly appreciate it. So thank you, Sean. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Shiffy, for inviting me. Shiffy is a rock star. I met her about 1.5 years ago. And thank you. I did get to participate a little bit in your Unblinded. I had to leave to attend to someone who was actively dying. And I'm a chaplain, so I had to run out, and I told Fernando, I excused myself that day. I got to see Charlie Sheen. Amazing job with him, Sean. But thank you for this time. This was truly time well spent.
Thank you, Reverend. I really appreciate it. And for all that you do in the world, I'm a person of faith myself, and the impact you have, I know you know it. I just want you to know that we're present to it as well. So thank you, Reverend.
Thank you.
Thank you. And let's take us to the twin, and met his wife on a blind date and been married for 20, how many years was it, Soul?
25.
25 years.
We're going on 25.
Going on 25. So thank you for being here. Beautiful job in the feedbacker seat. And Soul, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was fantastic. It's always a pleasure to, come together with other talents and people from different industries. And, it's just wonderful to be amongst entrepreneurs and like-minded people. It's always a nice environment to be a part of. And thank you, Shiffy and Bella and Sean for hosting this. It's helpful for a lot of people.
So thank you. I receive with gratitude, and thank you for joining the more than 9,000 folks that have been here. Thank you.
Sure.
That takes us to
the one and only Shiffy.
It does.
Shiffy, you have exploded onto the Unblinded scene with your heart, your growth mindset, your integrity, your commitment to mastery. We are extremely grateful for you. And Shiffy, any final from you on your first Heart of Influence?
I want to thank, firstly, Bella and Sean. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. And for all of you members that are here today, thank you for trusting in me and for coming on here and believing in this. And I know that this is the start of all relationships. Having fun and laughing is the start of all relationships, personal and business. And I can't wait to see where this goes. You'll definitely be hearing from me, and I hope that we all hear from each other. So thank you for the opportunity. Without people like Sean and Bella, I would not explode. So thank you.
Let's go, Shiffy.
Let's go, Shiffy.
Go over your final.
My final. It was lovely to spend the afternoon, the last hour with all of you. Shiffy, phenomenal job putting your first Heart of Influence together. It is definitely not an easy job. And she brought all of you together for a reason. Now it's up to you to figure out what that is. There's definitely some business relationships to take place. We also support with that. So there's some gifts in the chat with you. Sean will talk about having a conversation with Miro. But just want to thank you all for being here today. And Sean, back to you.
Thank you. Yes, so in final, we have our agent Miro. Have a conversation. I know everybody's in AI and all these things are happening. I assure you that we've scored and compared Miro to any other yes causing agent. It is incredible. And just a quick footnote, it's going to talk about coming on the Heart of Influence and any that you want to. So don't like weigh it and measure it in terms of that. Just the skill set it has in communicating with you. Have fun, interrupt it, yell at Miro, disrupt Miro, anything you want to try. It is remarkable. See if Miro can remember things about you in the conversation. It is shocking and ahead of everyone, including the big tech giants. Not even close. So thank you for and how we do it. That's because we're unblinded and we understand how to make things happen. So that's there for you. And they end every show by saying this. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities for acceleration that sit right in front of all of us for our money, our time freedom, our magic, our impact, all those things so often sit right here, but we could all use a little unblinding because with all the possibilities for everything sitting right in front of our eyes, the great challenge for all of us is that at some level we are all blind
and just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Great job, Sheffy. Honor and pleasure. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.